Okay, let's get this last of the worksheet complete so you can get this off of your mind. So right now we're at the testing your shooting modes 2.3. This top half just again is kind of reiterating how to shoot in manual mode. Um, try to get as close to the center as possible. There will be times when it's kind of flickering in between. Then just take the picture. The slightest movement can move the light meter. I will tell you, when I'm out taking pictures and I'm looking for what to photograph, I decide what to photograph. I decide if I'm going to shoot it horizontally, vertically, whatever. I decide if I'm going to, zoom in. Do I need to move my feet? What do I need to do? And then once I have the composition, all of that done, then I pay attention to my light meter, because every little movement that you make when you're shooting in manual mode will change the meter. Okay, so decide everything, first, and then pay attention to your meter. Try to get it in the center and take your picture. Now, this second half of this worksheet is bracketing. I want you to pick at least one, but there's spots for 3, where you take the same picture, but you take it one with an N for normal, 1 plus 1, and 1 minus 1, and just see how they look. Again, this is just for you. You're not going to be turning in any of the images you shoot for this worksheet into me. You're turning the worksheet in, but nothing else. And so you're supposed to make notes in each box of kind of what's happening or how you shot it or whatever. So you have to do it at least once, but then if you're not getting it right or you want to continue on, you can do it more, but it's not completely necessary to do that. Okay, the next part is going through your scene modes. These are the preset settings that are on the top of your shooting dial after the MASP. There's probably portrait, sport, all that stuff. And if you go through your menu, you will probably find even more. What these are preset aperture settings and shutter speeds to try to get you to take a good portrait, or a fast shutter speed so that you can stop action of the running man, of the sports, that's to stop action. If the landscape, the mountain picture means everything will be in focus. So that is a small aperture opening, which is annotated by a large f-stop number. So f16, f22. What I like to do with these scene modes is shoot them, opposite of what they're for. Shoot a landscape on the portrait setting. Shoot a portrait on the landscape setting. I'm not sure what the children one or the baby one. I don't know if that means it's fast or slow. There's a candlelight one. Just experiment. And again, I'm leaving their space there, so if you don't go through them all, that's fine. No, don't worry about that. Okay, so the next one is, do you have any custom or advanced modes on your camera? This is going to be in your menu. It might be like soft background, it might be vivid colors, it might say sepia, it might say black and white or monochromatic. Anything that has some various effects, and just list them, or you can try to shoot them just to see what they look like. You may not have any, and that's okay. Just put NA across the whole thing. So here's the white balance page. Remember, the purpose of the white balance is to color correct for any of the lighting situations. I do suggest that you sit inside with some lights on, even the TV or whatever, and go through the different settings, but then also go outside and take the same picture using different white balance settings, just so that you can visually see it. That's really what the worksheet is all about. Okay, and then the last one is the ISO. Okay, so when you're completely done with the worksheet, you can take pictures of each page and email it to me. You can scan it. You can drop it off in the campus mail. You can drop it off in my office. I'm over in the WA building, which is the art building connected to the Wilson Center across from the student parking deck. And my office is on the second floor. 2012 is my office number. Get it to me somehow, okay? As soon as you're done. All right, great.